Every day, thousands of people are bullied and ridiculed online for all kinds of reasons. But when it's targeted at disabled people, that's even more. Let's talk about this. Hello again, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is David Gibson, and if you're looking for motivational support and inspiration, along with mental health and positivity, consider subscribing to the channel. Click the bell icon down below to keep up to date with all future content. And now, on with the video. I was inspired recently to make this video after seeing recent events on the news and on Twitter and other social media. And it's something I've been wanting to address for a while. However, it was after seeing an attack on Twitter that was aimed towards Rosie Jones. This is when I felt that somebody had to say something about this. So, yep, that person's me. Now, for those of you who don't know who Rosie Jones is a comedian from the UK who also happens to have cerebral palsy. But here's the thing, it's not an issue to Rosie, or for her many fans, of which I can count myself as one. She often works it into a routine, including a very funny routine that she does about the advantages of disabilities and the things you can get away with disabilities, which some of you watching this might go, well, that's a bit sick, but which I suppose maybe it is, but it's considering it's a person with disabilities telling the joke. It makes it even funnier, even if it is a little bit perhaps in poor taste, but it's funny. But I don't think it is in poor taste when it's she's basically laughing at her own disabilities and making light of it. But that doesn't mean that some idiot online should be making comments about it. And you can imagine the upset when we went online and saw someone making hateful comments towards Rosie and her disabilities, which Rosie, of course, laughed off and she acted unfazed by it. But come on, let's be honest. That doesn't mean that she's not hurting on the inside, because she probably is, because as I said in a previous video, words have power, words have meaning. Of course, the bright side as well is that the abuser was reported by thousands of people on Twitter, fans and followers, including colleagues and friends. They came out in their thousands in support of Rosie, and that just goes to show the power of community. And it's great when you see things like that, it really is. Nobody messes with our Rosie. Now, the tweet and the comments, they've since been removed by Twitter as not to escalate things further and cause more upset. And the troll has been removed from Twitter also and sent back to his bridge. But this is just one of millions of incidents like this that occur every day, both online and offline. And what's sadder still is when you see that our own government is making comments about disabled people as well. A Tory MP recently, who some of you may know which MP I'm talking about, they got into trouble with the media when during a rally she said that disabled people should be paid less as they lack the mental capacity to understand money and how to deal with money. Now, I don't think I need to tell you how that went with the public. But you see, this is what I'm talking about. There seems to be this negative attitude towards disabilities and towards people with disabilities. And they're treated as lesser beings as a result of this mindset, this way of thinking. And that's just wrong. Disabled people are still people. And despite what prejudice views are ingrained into these people's minds, disability is not the same as inability. Just look around you and you'll see lots of people, plenty of people, who, in spite of their disabilities, have achieved far more than the idiots who abuse them could ever hope to achieve. In the UK alone, we have several highly successful people in all different walks of life with disabilities, and they haven't let it stop them from achieving anything. You only have to look at our Paralympians to see that. And wherever you are, I'm sure you can think of several people that spring to mind as well with disabilities who have all gone on to achieve great things. Rosie's just one example of this. But even those people have had to face this kind of prejudice. Those people that are high up in all these positions. That's wrong. And to say that people with disabilities are stupid is in itself the very definition of stupidity. Because I'll give you an example. If disabled people are really stupid, then let's have a look at Stephen Hawking. Now, Stephen Hawking was one of the most intelligent people who ever lived. And he was disabled. Are you honestly trying to tell me that Stephen Hawking was stupid? Because I'm not buying that. But even he had to face comments like that. Just think about the irony and the stupidity of that for a minute. Stephen Hawking's being called stupid because he's disabled. Sadly, this is what's been bred into people for generations. And it's something that we can start doing something about right now, something to change that. We need to re-educate people and teach our children, and these people, of course, the message of tolerance and respect. We need to teach them that we're all equal and we all deserve to be treated equally as a result. We need to teach love and respect for all people in all walks of life, no matter who they are. We need to be kind. That's right, be kind. If we can do this, then we can all be the change this world needs. And I do know what you're thinking, that we won't change this overnight. Of course we won't. But this is where the battle lines are drawn. This is where we fight back against prejudice. And this is where we can actually make a difference, a big difference. And it is possible. It really is. If we truly want to make the world a better place, then we need to start right now. And it starts with one simple act. I've mentioned this again and again, and I'm mentioning it now. One simple act of kindness. Try it out. Instead of being mean to each other and putting each other down for their differences, why not try being kind? Try it and see the difference you can make in this world. Now, if you want motivation or advice on how to beat the bullies, why not check out this video over here where I discuss just that? Or alternatively, click the video down below that to find out why love really is the answer. I'll see you over in the videos.